East of California, in the northern part of Nevada, and far from its glittering casinos, lies a land of majestic mountain ranges and arid basins. The natural grandeur of northern Nevada is fully revealed only to those adventurous travelers who leave the pavement and venture into the backcountry. Heat and movement deep within the earth are stretching Nevada and thrusting it upward, building range after range of new mountains, separated by long, narrow valleys. The state has more than 300 mountain ranges, with most peaks rising above 8,000 feet. Sediment carried down from the flanks of the rising mountains fills the valleys with alluvial fans of coarse sand. The Humboldt River ambles westward from the Ruby Mountains, collects the Reese River flowing north from the Toyabe Range, and finally disappears into a playa near Lovelock. Northern Nevada's four distinct and rapidly changing seasons paint the high desert with a palette of colors. Springs, set among basins and ranges, are extraordinarily beautiful and inspiring. Transitory parks of grass and flowers bloom gloriously and then fade as summer approaches. Young rabbits grow sleek on tender shoots of sage, and wild horses foal in high meadows. If Nevada has 300 mountain ranges, it must have at least 3,000 interesting canyons, and spring is the perfect time to explore them. Some have coarse sandy slopes, surmounted by pale caps of weathered granite. Summer is a great season for children and for lizards. Basins reveal their truest colors as arid desertscapes, and mirages mock their waterless settings. However, conditions are surprisingly different in the ranges. The ranges provide far more than regal scenic accents. They are also 12 to 15 degrees cooler and support diverse plant and animal communities. The greenery attracts mule deer and wild horses to graze in the abundance. As September fades into October, drought and dust rule Nevada's basins. But delightful changes are soon to come. The slanting rays of the rising sun color a fantasy world of towering, bright-hued globes rising from the ground in a mass ascent of color. Above Reno and across the state, nature stages its own extravagant pageant to delight the senses and stir the spirit. Enough snow penetrates into the basins and ranges to reweave fall's faded tapestries into pale and glistening cloaks. Trimming ranges with ermine, transmuting rocks into confections of chocolate and sugar, surrounded by blankets of purest white, submerging basins beneath sparkling layers, enveloping sage and rabbit brush with thick whipped cream. Through its bare slopes and thin brush, Nevada bears its soul to the traveler. Range follows range, and basin follows basin, on an epic scale, revealing irresistible forces working over incomprehensible eons. Nevada speaks to us in silent eloquence, asking the unanswered question: is the barren landscape merely waiting for human ingenuity to turn its arid basins fertile and naked ranges productive?